A 17-member team of engineers and pilots from Taiwan has concluded their mission in Belize after the 2 helicopters they were here to assemble were handed over to the Belize Defense Force. The official handing over ceremony was held at Price Barracks, Ladyville Village, Belize District. As accepting the UH-1H helicopters on behalf of the government of Belize was the Minister of National Security, John Saldiva.
Today signals a milestone not only in the history of the Belize Defense Force, but also for the country of Belize. Today, we are recipients of 2 brand new helicopters courtesy of the government of the people of the Republic of China on Taiwan. It is a historical moment for us as a nation, and as Minister of National Security, I am humbled by the revelation of history in the making. As a parliamentarian, I need not go into the tactical details of the importance of these airframes. Suffice it to say that this was a much needed commodity. Let me say that these aircrafts will provide the country with a strategic capability of movement 24 hours a day. We will no longer have to rely on others to assist us in aerial reconnaissance. It is timely that as the hurricane season approaches us, we are receiving these helicopters. They will come in handy because they will give us the opportunity to see from overhead those areas prone to damage and to flooding. I want to reiterate that these helicopters will not only serve for the insertion and extraction of our soldiers along remote areas of our country, but they will afford us a platform to see the lay of the land as we have never seen it before. They will serve as monitors for illegal activity taking place along the length and breadth of our country, including drug cultivation, criminal movements, illegal incursions, and the pillaging of our natural resources.
Handing over the used aircrafts was the Taiwanese Ambassador to Belize, Benjamin Ho, who mentioned that the transfer of ownership of the helicopters, along with the refurbishments, took about 1 year to complete.
The helicopters are very instrumental for implementing disaster relief, coping with drug trafficking, and curbing human trafficking. The helicopters were procured from the United States of America by my government years ago under the U.S. Arms Sales Control and Regulations. The transfer of the helicopter to third-party user can only be done with the approval of the government of the United States. My government started to seek the approval of the United States. And upon the approval of the United States government, my government started to process to select and to renovate the 2 helicopters. It took about a year to complete the whole process, and finally, these 2 helicopters were shipped and arrived in Belize in early January this year. During this interval, Belize pilots training has been arranged and complete in appropriate countries.
Addressing the gathering of military personnel, diplomats, and other invited guests was the commander of the Belize Defense Force, Brigadier General David Jones, who spoke on how the rotorcrafts will aid the BDF.
Going to be real-time savings in regards to man hours. It takes 12, sometimes 2 days walk to some of the areas that our soldiers have to patrol in. Now with these helicopters, it's going to be within 45 minutes or less than 2 hours for us to go there, get them, and get them back out. So they're going to save a lot of time, they're going to save a lot of energy and a lot of injuries, because those terrain that our soldiers patrol in is very, very tedious, very difficult, very challenging. and a number of them get injuries, and they're also prone to getting snake bites. And getting out of those areas, timing is important, and that is what these helicopters will provide. That vital time to save lives for them being in operations. And that's the main thing for our allied military as well. In doing some of our jungle training or jungle operations in Belize, Belize has some very venomous snakes. In particular, Fer-de-Lance is very deadly. If they're not within medical support within 2 hours, it's very likely they're going to die. And so they don't operate in the deepest part of our jungle because of the lack of helicopters. So now with the advent of these helicopters coming in, they will be able to venture into the deeper areas and more dangerous areas because we have helicopter support now.
With these 2 helicopters officially in the hands of the BGF, the media asked Commander Jones about the 3rd helicopter, which was found in northern Belize in August of 2015, near the Blue Creek village. That helicopter was never claimed and thus ended up with the BDF.
Have that 3rd helicopter, there's an issue with the fuel being tainted in it, so it's going to be drained and then refueled and then continued again. But that helicopter is in good working condition, and when we get the contractor signed for these ones, we're going to further look at that and then have 3 of them flying.
Awards and appreciation certificates were handed over to the team of engineers just before a test flight was given to members of the media and other officials.